it's extremely important to have those positive reviews because we've also seen the difference. When one of our products was 5 stars, like it had I think 3, 4, 5 stars. It had it was selling it started becoming one of our best selling products.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Driven. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing why customer reviews are important when you have a business.
Yeah. And for those that don't know us, my name is Juan and this is my brother Alexis. And we started a business in 2019 in the e-commerce automotive industry. And currently in 2024, our business is at a run rate of $3 million a year, over $3 million a year. So I believe that up to that point, I think we have a good understanding and knowledge of what we're doing and talking about.
Yeah. And just like how you mentioned, I know we have an e-commerce business, especially in e-commerce business. I think that's where reviews are probably the most important. Well, and other than food, because I know like if I go to food, like I want to know if it's a 2-star or a 5-star. But even that just comes to show that reviews are important.
Yes, 100%.
So I guess I'm saying that they're important, but I guess the question to you is, why do you think they're important for business? Or why, if someone wants to start a business, why should they care about positive reviews and trying to avoid negative?
Yeah, and so I think everything that we purchase, especially online, I think especially online, and in person too, you probably go on Google and you look at some of the reviews for the products that you see maybe at a Target or, a Walmart, let's say. But every purchasing decision comes from a review. A review. You look at the product and you see the reviews, what the customer has to say about it, whether they had a good experience, whether they didn't. And so you really make your purchasing decision based on the reviews that other people leave on the feedback, because that's a third party that doesn't really have any ties with the company. So they're going to be honest about it. They spent their money and they're going to be honest about it. And so I think that's what helps people build trust, the reviews. And so I know that I'm pretty sure you make your purchasing decisions based on the reviews.
Yeah, that's the first thing I go to.
Yeah, and me too on Amazon. I just, I go to the product and then I click the stars that are there and I'll go through the reviews. And so, like in our business, it's extremely important to have those positive reviews because we've also seen the difference. When one of our products was 5 stars, like it had three, I think 3, 4, 5 stars. It started becoming one of our best selling products. But then unfortunately we made a mistake on our fulfillment end where we sent the wrong product to FBA or to Amazon's fulfillment centers, where the customer started receiving the wrong one. And so that's when they started leaving those negative reviews that, they sent me the wrong product and whatnot. And you could see it was doing, I think, let's just say $4,000 a month. You could see that dwindle because of the negative reviews. It dwindled all the way to like $200-$300 a month.
Damn.
So those negative reviews really affected it, and reviews in general affected either in positively or negatively. Yeah. And so I know it's probably the same for other businesses.
Yeah, and that's I guess the word that associated with reviews is because of the social proof. Yeah. Kind of like how you're saying. I guess if you want to word it, you want to put it in a category, it's social proof, because like how you mentioned, you go to your reviews, you go to the product reviews if you want to purchase something. Same thing for me. Electronics, when it comes to especially clothing, because I know I'm getting a little chunkier. So I want to see if it's slim fit but again, if like especially in restaurants, I wouldn't go to a restaurant that has a 2-star or a 3-star, especially if the text or the review says, my stomach was upset because of this. Like people are not gonna go to it. So it's very important to, at least, especially because we own a business in e-commerce, that a few negative reviews versus a few positive is, the deciding factor of us or the business making $2,000 versus $200. So that's just another reason why I think it's very important.
No, definitely. And I think you said the restaurant business reviews are extremely important because it kind of does make or break a business.
100% it does.
Like if you have 1, 2-star, 3-star average reviews for your restaurant, I feel like not a lot of people are gonna go there, especially people that go to Yelp and Google reviews. Were you gonna say something?
No, because and that's the thing, because I know some people, like, sometimes I take the chance if that's the only product, or maybe there's 2 products. Sometimes I take the chance, but me thinking in my head, I'm like, especially with food, would I really take the chance on a 2-star or a 1-star?
Yeah.
Like, maybe I should, but then again, it's like, it's my body, like.
Yeah, no, 100%.
My health, yeah.
And then I know, so that's for like e-commerce, restaurant, and I know there's other businesses, like let's say contracting businesses.
That's true.
That like, you know, they could, and how like reviews really can affect it positively or negatively. That I know that, you know, maybe there's like on average 4 or 5 stars are all good, but then there's that one star that you receive, and they go into detail, and you know, when people do look at that, it's probably the one thing that they're gonna be like, you know what, like it kind of hits home.
Yep.
And so they don't either go through you or go with you because of that one negative review that hits home. Like, okay, these are my specific situations. I don't want that to happen. So, you know, and so that's why reviews are extremely important.
Yep. Okay. So I have 2 questions with that. First one, if someone has a business, they want more positive reviews, what's something that people could do to start getting those positive reviews? Not just reviews, but positive.
Yeah. I think, first of all, is to have a good product or service. I think that's first and foremost.
That's true.
Because otherwise, how are you going to get positive reviews? Yeah. Like, it doesn't make sense. Secondly, now, once you do have that good product or service, just simply asking. Simply asking.
Yeah.
And so let me just retract a little bit back to the you know, having a good product or service, because you know how sometimes we go on Turo and we rent cars.
Yep.
I know that usually I never leave a review. I just check out.
Yeah.
That's it. But then when we went to go pick up the one right here, I forgot what vehicle it was, but it was maybe like 2 weeks ago, and by the airport, they had a warehouse of cars. And then, the Tacoma, and I was still waiting for the car. So they say, come sit down. Yep. Oh, do you want some water? Do you want some coffee? Here's some donuts. Like, we just bought this. And so it was so good. And they were like, you know what, I'm sorry. Like, we were trying to get the car cleaned really fast. And so that stuck with me. And so as soon as the trip ended, 5-star without them even asking. Damn. So at least for me. And then I think in other places, when they have exceptional service, or an exceptional product where it's like, fuck, this product is so good, people just leave the reviews. The product speaks for itself, and people are, you know, wanting to and to speak about the product too. So, you know, that's with that. 'Cause you've probably had instances like that too, where the service or product was so good.
Really good. Yep.
You leave a review where you almost never.
Yep.
But just because it's so good, you had to leave a review. And then let's say you're still developing and improving your product or service, but it's still good. I think you just by asking.
Yep.
I think a lot of things could be accomplished by just asking, because people are not gonna know. People are not gonna assume. But people in general, I would say, like, people tend to not leave reviews. If anything, they leave negative reviews. Because that one time we went to Fat Burger.
Oh yeah, it was Fat Burger, and I remember we waited for
I think it was just, we went to go buy 2 milkshakes, I think.
Yep.
And 45 minutes there.
Yep.
That was the only time. That was the first time actually that I've left any type of review.
Yep.
Waiting 45 minutes for 2 milkshakes.
Yep.
And so yeah, I guess I don't know why I went there, but
no, yeah, it's definitely asking for it. Because even if someone, like, I buy something, I'm not gonna leave a review. Someone asks me, I feel like something like them. Because he asked me, I feel obligated to. I know most people won't. Most people, like, they won't care. But like that few people, like, that are like me, they're gonna be like, they're gonna feel obligated because you were asked.
Yep, 100%. And there's been, like, you know, services that they've asked us. I'm like, okay, it was good. The product.
It was good enough. Like, it wasn't that bad too. Yeah,
because if it was extremely bad and they asked us, I probably wouldn't leave just any review at all, even if they asked. But just by asking. Yep. I think asking, and so that's how. Yeah.
Okay. So now my second question to that is, if you have a business, someone does leave you a negative review, how would you go about it, or how would you prevent negative reviews? I guess 2 questions to that.
Yeah. So like the first one, like how I think we talked about it earlier, I think it's just by having a product and service so good that it's almost impossible for them to leave a negative review. Obviously, like, for example, like, we ship and then let's say it doesn't arrive, then, you know, like, there's nothing because of the carriers, let's say. There's really nothing you can do about it, you know, from a product service standpoint. But from a customer service standpoint, I think if they leave a negative review, you always reach out and try to make it right. Saying it didn't arrive. I'm very sorry. We apologize. Let me send a replacement, expedited shipping, so it could get there to you sooner. What's another one? The product wasn't as described, or there was installation issues or whatever. You just go ahead and reach out to the customer and try to make it right. That's how some of the things that we've done, and that's some of the things that resulted in them coming back and leaving a neutral to positive review. Because I know there's instances where it was an inconvenience, so like it wasn't a 5, but it was a 4 star that they've left us. And so that's what we've done when we've someone has left us a negative review. And one of the things I would say is don't stress if you do have negative reviews. Obviously, like, you're gonna do your best to have the best service or product. If they do leave it, just reach out to them, have great customer service, try to fix their issue, their problem. But even if that does happen, like, you reach out to them, there's some people that they're not gonna do it regardless. Could also be competition that they're just they 100%
they're hating and negative review. So that's always the case. But there are gonna be those people. It's just one thing I would say is try to outshine those negative reviews with just endless amounts of 5 stars, endless amounts of positive reviews. And then, because that's the same thing with my product. If like 99% of people have positive experiences, positive reviews, and it's only like that 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 people that have a negative experience, I'm still gonna listen to the majority, because most of them had a positive experience. Yeah, definitely. But do you have anything else on it? No. With that being said, this has been an episode of Driven. My name is Juan. My name is Alexis. And we'll see you on the next one.